Yeah, so we were without electricity for 2 years. And I was very excited. And my mom told me, yeah, why would you pay? So this is most now the beginning of December. Your dad said he would come and pay himself when he get paid in December. And that was like around the 23rd. And then I told my mom, no, he can just come and pay the other money that's outstanding most now. And then she was like, no, you will make your dad get used to that. And mind you, I was doing this for her. And also during that time, my mom's depression got so high, she was like paralyzed, not really fully paralyzed, but partly paralyzed. Né? We used to carry her to the toilet and stuff like that. So at this point, I got very confused. But anyway, I didn't let that spoil my mood. The next morning, I went to the municipality. I paid the electricity. I got me a new laptop because what? I'm becoming a student. Eh? I got me a new laptop and I got me a phone as well and whatnot. And then I called at home. Did they open the electricity? Then they said no, they didn't come and whatnot. I was so happy, man. When I got home, my mom was sad. My mom was not happy that I opened the electricity. My mom was actually upset that I was. It came out like I was actually helping my dad. So it's like I'm encouraging my dad for his behavior. But I was actually doing this for her. It was not about my dad, it was for her. And mind you, I paid like over 5,000. That was like one of my checks gone. And it's not something that I wanted to do. It's just an obligation. I felt like I had to step in because, you know, I have the money and whatnot. My mom was not happy at all. Because when I got back, she was not really talking to me. She was just, when I'm asking you, because that time I also went to go and buy her poultry chips and you know at popping poultry chips and Russian and a deki, né? But she was not happy because she was just that's the only response I was getting. But at this time people, the money was there, I was happy. I was not like letting the negativity get to me and whatnot. And then I think fast forward 2 weeks or whatever, my dad came home. My dad came home and sister number 1 was also now there at home. So I don't know something. I remember I was in the sitting room, but I don't know something. She left the light open or something like that. Sister number 1. Mind you, I told you guys, sister number 1 was the favorite child from my mom and dad. And mind you, before we get to this scenario, so all my siblings were calling me, oh, thank you for paying the electricity and whatnot. Also my dad, he called me and said, thank you, my daughter. I don't know what I went on, and he really appreciated what I did. Except my mom. My mom never said that. Not that I did that to expect gratitude or whatnot, no. But it was just really funny because I did all of this for her and she was the one who never did that. So we are at this scenario now. So now I don't know, my sister was in the room or whatnot. She was sleeping and the light was on or something happened or she left the light on or whatnot. So mind you, I also bought electricity most now. So I just told her, can you switch off the light? That was my biggest mistake. When I just said, can you switch off the light? Then my mom went on to say, yes, please switch off because she paid the electricity so she can decide anything she wants. Now that she has paid the electricity, nobody can do anything to the electricity. It was a whole scolding going on and I was confused because I was thinking, who's going to buy the electricity again? You know, if the electricity is being wasted like that, who's going to buy the electricity? But it was a whole scold. So now, because I paid the electricity, nobody else can use the electricity, or the electricity should be used under my commands or orders or whatever it was. I just kept quiet. And then there were some very nasty things that happened that I don't want to talk about. But anyways, after that, so my contract ended in December. January, the 1st of January 2016. So now I'm ready because I applied again for UNAM and I got accepted again, MOS. So now I'm very happy. I went in, is it end of January or beginning of February? I went to go and register. I went to go and register for accounting, and when the schools opened, before I went to go and register, when the school opened, I made a copy of my CV and went to every school. While the parents are looking for a place for their child, I was there looking for employment. I went to go and hand deliver my CV and say, no, if you need somebody, I can teach Afrikaans or whatever. I went to every school there is in Okahanja. So I also took my CV to every bank as well. So I was called for an interview with Standard Bank, and this was my second interview. I was called for an interview with Standard Bank. I went for the interview and whatnot, and in end of January, I think somewhere there, I got a call from 5 Rand Primary School. They were looking for a teacher who can teach Afrikaans, but this was grade 2s. Guys, don't play. I can't teach small kids. They are not listening and everything is just teacher. But at this point, I've told the principal that I have to go and register. I went to go and register for my accounting degree now. So sharp. And then I let Deloitte them know that now I'm registered. So now I'm starting my Dangasa, whatever. So then we stayed for about 3 weeks. When I was teaching now the grade 2s for 3 weeks, I got a call from Standard Bank and they offered me a permanent position. They offered me a permanent position, and yeah. And so while I was at this school, at the primary school, they were still checking whether they were still waiting for HR. But they said it was something in the talks of they are going to give me the 5-year program. There was a 5-year program for junior primary that year, those years. So they were still checking, but there was no confirmation yet. So at the time that I received a call from Standard Bank, they didn't yet give me an offer. I was just literally going to work. I didn't know how much I was going to get paid or whatever, or who was going to pay me, the school or the Ministry of Education. I didn't know. So when I got the offer from Standard Bank, when I went to go and see what they were offering, I was like, I'm taking it. Because at this point, I didn't have money at all. Situation at home was horrible. It was just a lot of things. I was just in the think of, I needed to decide what I have to do now. And I thought that by the time I finished my degree, then I would also have some banking experience. So to me at the time, I thought that was a nice match. You understand? So let's continue to part 3 because 10 minutes is over now. Yo.